I feel like I'm on the Today Show. Start it. Hello and welcome to T.N.T. Sports Talk with Tyler and Troy. This week, we're going to be talking about the NFL free agent frenzy. The Dodgers whooping some booty in the opening series of baseball.
Way down under.
WWE and our closing segment. Tyler, start off with some NFL free agent frenzy.
Well, this has been accumulating over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Been a little crazy. Bunch of new faces and a bunch of new places. We'll start with talking about T.J. Ward, Aqib Talib, and DeMarcus Ware going to the winners of the free agency, the Denver Broncos. But I guess you could say they really needed it after their meltdown in the Super Bowl. And they got a lot better in the right places. DeMarcus Ware lining up to across or next to Von Miller. Wow, that's going to be crazy. Plus Aqib Talib and T.J. Ward in the secondary is going to shut down a lot of good receivers. So I'd like to see a rematch between the Seahawks and the Broncos for this next year, because that'd be crazy game. Troy?
Ben Tate, Carlos Dansby, and Dante Whitner went to the Browns.
Cleveland Browns getting a little better there. Also dumping Brandon Wheaton. They needed to get rid of him. There's word that they're looking at Mark Sanchez. God forbid Sanchez ends up with another team in the United States. He needs to go to Canada.
He's going to be on the London Jaguars before it's all said and done. The London Jaguars.
He needs to go to Canada. Bad. Just get out of the United States. Or go with Tim Tebow and announce something. Next, new face for the New Orleans Saints. Welcome in Jarius Byrd, the number one. Number one free agent safety from this past free agent season, off season. I think he's going to make our secondary a lot better with Kenny Vaccaro, Keenan Lewis, and cornerback to be named later, maybe via draft. For a defense that's already number one, or not number one, but in the top 5, they just got a lot better with Jarius Byrd. So welcome into the Who Dat Nation, Jarius Byrd.
Darrelle Revis to the Patriots, and the Patriots are doing what they do every year. Buying everyone they can so they can be a stacked team and choke in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. But I would like to know how they got him on a 1 or 2 year deal and not a 11-year, $150 billion contract for Darrelle Revis. A 1 year deal. How did they pull that off?
One of the greatest at his position, and 1 year deal. Who knows?
A lot of people are going to be buying tickets to go to Revis Island this year.
You're right about that.
Have fun with that, wide receivers in New England. Good pickup for the Detroit Lions, getting a Super Bowl champion receiver, Golden Tate, going from the Seattle Seahawks to the Detroit Lions. So another receiver to line up across from Megatron, and another receiver for Mr. Stafford to throw to in Detroit. Good pickup there. Troy, next one.
Darren Sproles has been shipped off to Philadelphia. He's with the Eagles this year, and the Eagles are David this year. For those of you that know David and Goliath, every team that the Eagles face, the Eagles are going to be David.
Yeah, they are. Love Darren Sproles. God bless him. Wish him the best, but he's just aging. You could tell he was a step behind this year in his speed. Small guy. He's going to go to a small team. Nick Foles, small quarterback. Darren Sproles, small running back. LaShawn McCoy is average size, but he's going to be probably their best player. Deshaun Jackson, small. Macklin, small. They're just a small team. So they got speed, but in a league where the Seahawks and the 49ers are rulers with their big guys, they're not going to be able to beat those guys at the top. So those are your Goliaths for next year. Next, I'm proud to say this man is out of my team's division. Steve Smith to the Baltimore Ravens. He goes to a good quarterback, Joe Flacco. However, I'm also happy to say the Panthers now have 0 wide receivers at their position. They have lost Steve Smith, Brandon LaFell, Ted Ginn Jr., Dominique Hickson, and they brought in some unknown, I can't even remember his name. So the Panthers have an injured quarterback because Cam Newton now has to have surgery on his ankle or one of his body parts. So he's going to be out for a little while, and they have no receivers. It's not a fun time to be a Panther right now.
But on a lighter note for the Panthers, they did bring in Roman Harper. Good pickup for them, somewhat. So
they had a good defense already. Greg Hardy, the white guy, I can't even think of his name.
It's one of us.
Yeah, no.
One of us. One of us.
What was his name? Greg Hardy and Luke Kuechly. That was it. Luke Kuechly. Yeah,
Do they still have their tight end?
Greg Olsen. Yeah, he's going to be probably the only guy they throw to. He's going to have 800 catches, 10,000 receiving yards, and 20 touchdowns.
I like him. I like the story they did on him a couple years ago for one of the little NFL halftime show thingies.
Never saw that.
It was pretty good, but I don't have a clue what it was about anymore. But
he seems like he's a good guy, though. I don't have a problem with him. Just glad to see Steve Smith go. Next, Michael Vick to the Jets. Hide your beagle, Vick's a Jet. Nope, that doesn't rhyme. That doesn't work as well as the other one.
Vicky and the Jets.
V-I-C-K. Vick. Sucks. Jets are also looking at bringing in a former Eagle, Deshaun Jackson. Well, not former yet, but they're saying there's a 5% chance he stays.
Wow.
With the Eagle. Yeah, 5. So he's good as gone. Wow. So see you later, Deshaun.
That right there is a bigger percentage than the percentage of effort the Broncos displayed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no kidding. Next,
Hakeem Nicks to the Colts.
Good pickup. I like that one for the Colts. I like the Colts. I like Andrew Luck.
I was about to say that.
I like Trent Richardson.
I like him.
I like T.Y. Hilton.
He's good.
They're going to line Hakeem Nicks up across from him because everyone else got hurt. I like Reggie Wayne. He was hurt. So he's going to be
he's
back.
Old.
Yeah, but he'll be back, I'm sure. So
this will probably be his last season.
It probably will be. But hey, come back one more year. Maybe they'd go further in the playoffs than they did. James Jones and Matt Schaub are headed to Oakland to be in the new Raiders.
Oakland Thugs. Thug nasty.
New quarterback, throwing in a new receiver. James Jones was good as a Packer. Schaub had some bad luck in Houston. Maybe he gets a restart in Oakland.
He had some good seasons.
He did have some good seasons, but not last year.
Last year was bad. Mm-hmm. That's the problem with most teams in professional sports. There could be, say, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. I know it won't work like this for him. So
it won't.
Before the comments start pouring down about, oh, you're an idiot, hear me out. Matt Schaub had good seasons. He was very close to being in the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL for a few of those seasons. Last year, he was horrible. Traded him. They don't care about the good seasons. All they care about is what he did for them last season.
But the thing is with Brady, he came into this year with no-name receivers, and he made it work. They went deep in the playoffs. They lost in the championship game or the divisional championship game, lost to the Broncos. And he came in with, I think, just Edelman as his only known receiver, but he ended up making Kimbrel Tompkins, a no-name tight end because Gronkowski and Hernandez are gone and in jail. And he made it work. Credit to Tom Brady for that. But Schaub, I think he's got I think he's past his prime. I mean, he's not that old. But, well,
He was a backup to Michael Vick in the Falcons.
he was. And finally, to wrap up our free agent frenzy segment, is we're going to talk about Lance Moore going to the Steelers. Lance, going to miss you. Hopefully you do well with the Steelers. Show off some good dance moves. He's going to be probably a number 3 receiver. Nothing special. Probably won't start. He'll make a few plays maybe for him. But we'll miss you, Lance. Thanks for the memories. Okay, next we're going to move into our baseball segment of the show. Opening series kicked off last night. Well, we're going to post this in a few days. So this past Saturday, we had a doubleheader down under in Australia, the opening series. Crikey, mate. Dodgers Diamondbacks to open it up. Game 1, nothing special, just good old-fashioned pitching matchup. Clayton Kershaw dominates. Goes 5 innings, gives up, I think he went 5 2/3 actually, gave up 1 run. And the win over the Diamondbacks. Game 2 saw a more offensive showing of the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers beating the Diamondbacks 7-5. Hyun-Joo Ryu, 0 runs, 5 innings pitched. Mark Trumbo hit a Trumbomb in the top of the 9th to get it interesting. He now leads the league in home runs and RBIs.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, that's quite a...
Out of all 18 of them.
Yeah. But anyway, it was fun. Well, it lasted. Don't do it again. Keep it here next year. Keep it in the United States so we can watch it instead of getting up at 3 in the morning.
And it's kind of confusing. But Puig's still a little woman.
Yasiel Puig,
Pregnant female dog.
hits a long fly ball, flips his bat again like an idiot, and yeah,
He's got a lot of growing up to do.
he's got a lot to learn. So, yeah, even the manager, Mattingly, is getting tired of it. Fans, I mean, I guess the fans love him, but maybe eventually it'll cost him. Maybe like he doesn't hustle to first, or he gets thrown out by not hustling because he's so arrogant, and then maybe the fans will start to pick up on how much of an arrogant little prick this guy is.
I don't think the fans will care as long as he produces.
Well, I don't know. The fans in LA are a little better than other fans.
I see where you're going there, man.
No, I'm sorry. Philly fans are the worst. I'm probably going to cut that out because I don't want Philly fans to hate on us. But anyway, the MVP of the series probably goes to D. Gordon. He's leaving Australia, even though it's only 2 games, with a 750 batting average. So he went like 3 for 4 last night. I don't know what he did in the first game, but he had himself a good series. Scott Van Slyke also hit a home run in the first game. Nothing special, just thought I'd throw it in there.
I'm trying to think of something to go with, like Trumbomb. He hit a Slyke ball.
Yeah. He diked one. Yeah, cut that out too. Okay, to stick. Not in your giggity, I'm cutting my dike bomb.
I know, that was so funny, I'm sorry. So the Braves suck.
Braves do not suck. Oh, gosh. Moving on, the Braves are very pitching depleted. Brandon Beachey and Chris Medlin both undergoing Tommy John surgery for the 2nd time.
But it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
I can't remember.
Because now Mike Minor's on the 15-day disabled list.
What's his
So
name?
that's our 3 of our projected 5 starters.
Who did I draft?
Minor will be back within the first week. Julio Teheran gets the opening day start, which I'm okay with because he had a good year last year.
It's okay. I have Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, he is Craig Kimbrell. My first pitcher selected in last week's draft is Aroldis Chapman, who gets hit in the head with a line ball. He's the fastest throwing pitcher in the majors, and
This is Tyler's luck. Aroldis Chapman gets hit in the face with a line drive. Has to have his head cut open and a metal plate placed behind his eye. Another pitcher today got hit in the face with a line drive, laceration on his lip. He's going to start his next game.
get well soon, Chapman, Medlin, Beachy, and Minor.
Kimbrell.